New shooter coverage of Cinegear 2024 is sponsored by B&H and Atlas Lens Co.
Hi, it's Matt here for newshooter.com. It's Cinegear 2024. I'm with Jim from Second Reef. Now, this is your new Coral Anamorphic series that was just recently announced at the Northwest Lens Summit. Tell me all about them.
Exactly. Our lenses are a 1.5 squeeze anamorphic with an oval iris, which is, I think, something that nobody's done in the same way we have, because we have between the 1.5 anamorphic element and the 1.3 oval element, you achieve a 2 times look in the background with the bokeh, which we thought was a very important aspect of this. When we decided to make these lenses, we wanted to do something that nobody had done before, so we ended up wanting to create an anamorphic lens with a small form factor, relatively light. It's 4.5 pounds, front diameter of 114, and we wanted to include a lot of things that we just felt hadn't been done. We come from an anamorphic background. We've worked with anamorphics before, and we just felt 3 years ago we wanted to end up with something that was new.
And in terms of focal ranges, T-stops?
The focal, the core set will be a 35, 50, 75, 90, and a 120. The T-stop for the 35 and the 50 is T26. T28 is the 75, 90, and the 120. The USP that we tried to build into it involved, like I mentioned before, the oval iris with a 1.5 squeeze allows you to maximize the use of the sensor area while at the same time achieving that 2 times look. With that said, we also felt to future-proof it, we wanted to include metadata capabilities with the Cook system, the I// protocol. We also wanted to make sure that anybody who touched the lens had some advantage for using the lens. So be that a technician, be that obviously the first AC, the cinematographer, and then post. Metadata for post. First AC, we did parallax-free marking. We have gear positions are the same on all the lenses. We wanted to make them light, like I mentioned, and we wanted to make them small form factor, ease of use. And we also wanted, for serviceability, we wanted to make it easy for the techs. What do I mean by that? Well, anamorphic twist is an issue with anamorphic lenses, and when that happens, you can take a lens out of action for quite some time, because with some manufacturers you have to send the lens back to the factory in order to fix that, and that can mean that your lens is out of service for months. What we've done is we've made a system where you can take the PL mount off, take this cap off, put the PL mount back on, giving you access to 4 set screws, which allows you then to correct for that anamorphic twist in, I don't know, maybe 15 minutes on a projector.
In terms of image characteristics, how would you describe the look of these lenses?
I would say that these lenses they have a nice, pleasing look. They're not too crisp, which we didn't feel was right, but they're not so crazy either. We wanted to kind of fall in the middle somewhere in order to create more of a workhorse lens, a lens that could be used on a lot of different types of projects. We have a blue flaring, but not so crazy. We have barrel distortion, but not so heavy. We have nice fall off to the edge, but again, not so crazy that you can't use the entire image. One of the major problems with anamorphics is that you end up with the top third and the bottom third of the image not being usable because it gets out of focus. Ours remain sharp on top and bottom, so you can put your image or your focus anywhere in that frame and still have a usable image. We also thought it was very interesting with close focus. Our 50 millimeter close focus is 17 inches. The 75 and the 90 are 2 feet 1 inch. And so, again, these are a lot of the things that we thought were very important. With anamorphic lenses, full frame anamorphic lenses, to get that close focus has become more and more important, and we feel that we've achieved something that isn't so common in that environment.
In terms of availability and pricing, any indication of those yet?
Yeah, we think, we should be delivering full sets of 5 by mid I don't know, like spring next year is where we're looking at. Right now, the first 3 focal lengths are complete. We have the 50, the 75, and the 90 done now. We're already manufacturing them right now. We'll get our prototypes for the for the 35 and the 120 in the summer. When that happens, we look to be going into production of those 2 focal lengths by before the end of the year, way before the end of the year, maybe October.
And any ballpark figure on how much they're going to cost?
34,000 euros per lens is our price point. So yeah, I mean, our target is and has been traditionally the rental market, because for us, we wanted to create a lens that met the needs of a rental house. If cinematographers or anybody else is interested in the lens, obviously that's okay, but our primary target was a rental audience, to create a workhorse lens that was robust, where you could get it repaired, you could keep it working, and you could and have something that people are going to be interested to use on longer projects for a long period of time. That was our goal.
Excellent.